students. Today we are going to discuss about transpiration. Okay, so in this video I have added introduction like what is transpiration, then types of transpiration, then factors of affecting transpiration and adaptation in some plants to reduce transpiration. Okay, so if we see the introduction of transpiration, then you know very well water being the most vital constituent for all the plant tissues. Okay, then plant absorb this water from the soil, from the root, but only 2 to 5% of the water is being used by the plant for their metabolic processes, and rest of the water by the plant goes out again to the environment in the form of water vapor. So this phenomenon of the loss of water by the plant to the environment in the form of water vapor is known as transpiration. So in this slide, you can see that how they are absorbing water, and then water is reaching to the different part of the plant, and then again it is going back to the environment that in the form of water vapor. Okay, so that is known as the transpiration. Only 2 to 5% of the water is used by the plant. Now, maximum water loss take place through the leaves, since leaves have offer a larger surface area than stems and flowers for evaporation to occur. So if we see the transpiration rate where it is faster, then it occurs at very high rate through the leaves, because leaves provide very high surface area in comparison to the different part of the plants. Now, what are the modes of transpiration? So, what will happen? The first of all, this water will goes from the xylem tissue to the parenchymatous tissue of the plant, and from there, water from these cells is constantly evaporating and collected to the intercellular spaces. And this water diffuses out into the atmosphere by different ways, like in the by stomata, by cuticle, by lenticular. So on the basis of place from where they are transpiring, that is known as the stomatal transpiration, cuticular transpiration, and lenticular transpiration. So first we will see about the stomatal transpiration. You must have idea about the stomata first. So see, so what are stomata? Stomata is the minute opening in the upper and lower epidermal layer of leaves. Okay, so during the day, the stomata remain open in order to intake the carbon dioxide. You know very well, plants will require carbon dioxide for the process of photosynthesis. So how they cause the transpiration? So see, four diagrams I have added here. So this white portion you are seeing, they are the stomata. Again, it is the stomata. So this stomata is surrounded by a specialized cell that is known as the guard cell. So guard cells are what? Guard cells are nothing but the specialized form of the epidermal cells that contain the chloroplast. Okay. So this guard cell actually cause the opening and closing of stomata. How they cause the opening and closing of the stomata? When the guard cells are turgid, when there are presence of lots of water, then they remain open, and when they are no water, then they are flaccid. At that time they remain closed. Okay, so two type of guard cells I have added: the kidney shaped guard cells, the sky blue color you are seeing the first one, and the dumbbell shape. So the kidney shaped guard cell are found in the dicot plant, and dumbbell shape in the monocot plant. Okay, so it is very important according to the examination purpose of you, because it's being asked most of the time. Like, see how from the xylem water molecules are entering to the parenchymatous cell and then to the intercellular spaces, and after that through the guard cells, that yellowish part you are seeing, they are the guard cells, and the pores, they are being transferred to the environment again. Okay, so that is the way to stomatal transpiration. So second one is the cuticular transpiration. So what is cuticle? So cuticle is the waxy protective layer secreted by the upper and lower epidermis of the leaf. In xerophytes, the plants which leaves in the desert condition, they do not has to lose lots of water. They need to preserve their water. So what they do, they just develop lots of cuticle layer, the thick cuticle layer, basically that is the waxy layer, to reduce the loss of water. And but sometimes the transpiration occurs through this layer also. So that is known as the cuticular transpiration. Lenticular transpiration, when transpiration occurs through the woody stem. So woody stem, if you see the structure, there is also presence of the some openings. Okay, that is known as the lenticles. When transpiration occurs through this lenticles, then it is known as lenticular transpiration. Lenticular transpiration and cuticular transpiration are all the time because they remain open. Only the stomata closes and open. Okay, so If you'll see the lenticular highest rate of the transpiration occurs through the estimator, then lenticular, and then cuticular transpiration. Okay, so there are lots of factors which affects transpiration, like sunlight. If there will be lots of light, bright light, then the estimator remain open and then it causes lots of transpiration. If there is high temperature, then it also causes the rate of transpiration to increase. If there is humidity, then it causes to decrease the transpiration, because if there is already water vapor, then diffusion will not occur. If there is already water vapor in air, then how the diffusion will occur through the leaves. Okay, so at that time it is just inversely proportional, and rest all the like sunlight, temperature, wind or air movement, and availability of water in the soil that cause transpiration rate to higher. Okay, so they all has the direct effect, and only the humidity has the indirect effects. That is all about the transpiration. Thank you.